Tim Regan, and founder of PrairieView Wealth Partners. Welcome to my kitchen. This morning, I just got done eating my breakfast, and I just made the decision that I think I'm going to work from home today. Looking out my patio window here, the rain is coming down. It's pretty overcast on this Friday, October 23rd. And as I thought about that, I thought that was probably a good opportunity for me to share some of our thoughts and what we're seeing with some of our clients. And during this time, people are feeling a lot of angst. Today, maybe I'm feeling some of that as well. As I got up this morning, this is the first day that I've not gone into the office since COVID started. Fortunately for us, I'm able to self-isolate and work from the office by myself, so we didn't have to stay at home. But it represents to me the fact that I chose today on this rainy, kind of overcast day to stay home, combined with some of the conversations we're having with our clients, that many of us are feeling some angst. This is kind of a cloudy, rainy season, we feel like, over the last 6 or 7 months. And what's happening is we're seeing a lot of people that are feeling anxiety around things that they cannot control. Some of those things and the conversations that we're having all surround what's going to happen with our election, what's happening with the stimulus, coronavirus, how's that going to affect our economy long term? If we keep shutting down businesses, how many are going to be able to reopen? All of those are extremely important conversations, and they're things that can cause us to feel a little bit gloomy. I'd like to share with you a little bit about our perspective and how we're addressing those things as from an investment perspective and from our overall philosophy. So first, know here at PrairieView that we are a Christian financial planning firm. So all of those big questions, the things that we don't have control over, the things like what's going to happen with coronavirus, the presidential election, those types of things, in our opinion, we're turning those over to God. We're praying about them, we're doing our civic duty, but we're ultimately turning that over and trusting that God will lead our country where we should be. Also trusting that as we go through these hard times, He will always lend a hand and help to support us through those. So that's our first foundation. The second foundation is we look at our political landscape, and it is, in our opinion, a bit of a mess. It's hard to really feel like you can feel strongly about the merits of either candidate, the merits of either party, when everybody seems to be just infighting and having a lot of issues going on. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of important things being discussed. However, we tend to add a little more credence, if you will, to who becomes president than probably is warranted. If we look back over our history, this country has persevered through many, many things. Our political system has seen us through depressions, world wars, civil wars. It saw us through times of race riots that took place in this country. You name it, we've probably faced it. And no matter who was in charge, whether they were a great president or a not so great president, our political system is set up with the checks and balances that help to see us through. Our opinion is that this election is extremely important. It is extremely key and pivotal in which direction our country takes. However, we do not believe that this election is going to determine the outcome of your investments for the rest of our lives. So what we're doing and the way that we're managing money, what we would encourage you to do is to structure your portfolio so that it is prepared should something shock the system. Should we see a major downturn, we should not have money at risk that we can't afford to have at risk. However, we should also keep in mind what the purpose of our money is. If the money is long-term money, long beyond what one president's sitting election is going to carry, then we should not worry so much about this particular election. We should look more for the long term and say, this money is long-term money, let's invest it appropriately. If our money is short-term money, let's invest that appropriately as well. So our opinion is it's a great time to take stock of how your investments are allocated. If you don't have somebody professionally doing that for you, give us a call. That's the business we're in. We'd love to help you. If you're a client of ours and we're already managing your money, know that we've already done that. We're already looking at the portfolios. We're making sure that we're in alignment with the risk that you're willing to take. We're in alignment with the time period that you have to invest that money. And we're also in alignment with some of the short-term risks that we see that are facing the market right now. That being said, I would like to lend a bit of encouragement in saying that all of our models currently have reduced the risk of a catastrophic fall inside of the market. Now, that's not to say it's not there. That's not to say that it couldn't happen. But if we look at how the economics have started to improve, the chances of a very large catastrophic fall inside of the US market has been mitigated somewhat. And so we're seeing that risk come down. Again, not that it's gone, not that we couldn't happen, but we're starting to see that come down a little bit. So my encouragement today, just want to take a couple minutes and say, first, if you have questions, if you need anything, if knowing more about your financial picture would help to give you calm during this time of angst, give us a call or shoot us an email. Secondly, if you're like us, we all know that God is in charge. We will trust in his guidance and know that he never gives us more than we can bear. Third, now's a great time to make good decisions, to look at the long-term perspective if you have long-term money, and make sure that your money is in alignment with the goals that you have and the purpose that that money is there to serve. So as I sit here in my warm kitchen, looking out my patio, I'm thankful to be in the place that I am, thankful to be in the country that I'm in, and thankful that all of you are clients of ours and are friends of ours. Until we talk again, be well.